matching hundreds. It's the coach, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see teams with a couple of running backs who each went over 100 yards a weekend ago, as it'll be the Oakland Raiders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, the streak continues, doesn't it? They come in a perfect 10-0.
And it's not they're winning. All phases of the game coming together for this team.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the former Texas Christian University Horned Frog, Andy Dalton.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
A nice burst there as he'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Dalton here from the gun. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Dalton. And the Raiders have got him. Maurice Hurst busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On the ground, Richard. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means you're
from the gun now on third down. Carr flush to his right. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 1 rushing touchdown, yes, but look at the rushing yards. He was up near 200.
The one phrase I'd use to describe that performance, he carved up that defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Carr now on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Don't get nervous.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
Check 13. Check 13.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll begin on the ground. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
18 Gator. 36. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
On second down, Jacobs. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down.
Hey, Haywood.
Now it's the backup Simeon into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Dalton with a give here to Mixon, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Back to Mixon on first down. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, good job defensively to recover. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Dalton, bootlegs out. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number one in their conference.
Switch gears, switch gears. White.
From the 30 on second down, Carr flushed out right. He's going to take off with it, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Carr gives to Richard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter in. Offensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's got it to Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier. Was bidding for a second. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
A gain of 37.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Andy Dalton now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Dalton. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Passing, it's Dalton. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin by heading out to Southern California. Kansas City and the LA Chargers in an AFC West matchup. And it's the Chargers who have the lead with that game getting close to halftime. Travis Benjamin, a touchdown reception. From there, we head east to check out the Jets at home at MetLife Stadium. And you can see there, it's the visiting LA Rams who have the lead in that one. Todd Gurley has a touchdown run. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting San Francisco 49ers. 21-16, the final. In our game has been the play of Derek Carr that's led the way. His guys have the lead as we get you back to Cincinnati for the start of the third quarter. Here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and 2, Carr. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to let it go deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the 41, Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Dalton's pass complete to Green. And he's going to be taken down here. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And Dalton to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Throwing, Dalton. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Once again, it's Jacobs. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, Richard. He's got the first down and more inside the 40.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs, but the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Shotgun now for Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Dalton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
Yeah, and it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. So Dalton now. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. After the sack on 1st down, Dalton, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, Dalton, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Bengals going for it. Here's Dalton. And he's going to go down again. Cleveland Farrell and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away.
While we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. On 2nd and 9, Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do,
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Derek Carr, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But now it's 3rd down. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And Eifert has it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Dalton here from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Dalton now to pass. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, 33 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Dalton, incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense. I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Just a 1 yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Raiders, the perfect season remains in